Okay, today we're going to go for a drive in my 1973, I'll say the infamous Triumph Stag. And this car has air conditioning. Okay. All right, the reason I said infamous Triumph Stag is the car was, I'll say, not very popular. I think they produced very few, maybe 7,000 of them from 1970 to 1977. And some of those later models were on Europe only, not in the United States. Is because the engines were notorious for bad things. If you go to Wikipedia and open it up and search for Triumph Stag, you're going to see all the reasons why the engines were bad. And a lot of the engines, they overheated, they had tensioner problems, they had all sorts of issues, and a lot of the problems in these cars repeatedly occurred at relatively low mileage, like 25,000 miles. They'd have major engine problems, and so that's the reason why the car really never caught on very well. It's a 3-liter V8. It's rated around, I think I read 140 something horsepower. It feels like a very torquey motor. And the car feels, I don't know how else to describe it other than torquey, but not fast. It doesn't feel fast. It's more of a cruiser. It was designed as a 2+2, if you can see the back seat. It does have a hard top that goes with it. The convertible stores back in the bonnet, and it has a built-in roll bar, which you can see goes back to the side. So very comfortable car. See, got air conditioning. It has power windows, power steering, rear window defogger for the hardtop, and adjustable mirrors, all the various things that you'd want in a car. So it was designed to compete with the nicer Mercedes and Jaguars, etc. It feels like it has power, it just doesn't feel incredibly fast. More of a cruiser. And it does have overdrive, electric overdrive, which it's almost nominal, the degree that the overdrive really kicks in. But it does have it. It helps out a little bit on the highway. The car itself, I think, is a beautiful car. It's actually designed by a designer out of Italy, and somewhat of a cross cross between a TR6 and a Spitfire. Probably looks more like a big Spitfire than it does a TR6. So very pretty car. I think if they didn't have, you know, the engine issues, it would have been much more popular. I believe a lot of people, not a lot of people, but one of the popular things to do with the car was to swap out a 2.5 liter Rover engine, which is a very good, very reliable engine. So I don't know that there are a lot of these Stags left. Going back to the early 70s, I remember the car. My neighbor had one. But other than that, I don't know that I've seen a lot of them at car shows and so forth. This is probably one of the first ones that I saw. So this particular car has 6,000 miles on it after a total rebuild, frame-off restoration. So, you know, I'm comfortable driving it, even though I know that it has a lot of inherent problems because it's basically still a new car. It doesn't get out much, is a little bit probably the reason for the jerkiness in the driving. I've had some fuel issues with it, so I won't say that it's been perfect for me, but anyway. So I hope that gives you a little bit of a flavor for the Triumph Stag. And if you see one on the road, you might know